Greetings YouTube viewers and welcome to another video on the Ian Bullock channel. Today it's Thursday, July the 31st, 2025 and I want to introduce you to this handsome little fella. He's our new miniature Schnauzer here in our home in Norwich, and this fine little chap is called Robbie. Now, many followers of my YouTube channel will know that over the years I've put up many videos of our mini Schnauzer called Nina. Now, we got her in 2013 and unfortunately she had many health problems which I documented here on YouTube, and she suffered kidney failure among other things, and I had to have her put to sleep at the end of May 2025. So she was heading towards 12, and the last video I did of her was last summer, August 2024, when she was celebrating her 11th birthday. But even then I wasn't really sure she was going to make it to 12, so that was a very sad business about our beautiful mini Schnauzer Nina. So lovely Nina was our fourth mini Schnauzer. We started having Schnauzers in 1990 and we had 4 females who were called Lottie, Clara, Trudy and of course Nina. So we've always had little girls, and this one of course is a little boy, and he's called Robbie. His kennel name is Wind Flash Jumping Joshua, and at the moment he's heading towards 13 weeks old. He was my 62nd birthday present. I had my 62nd birthday on Tuesday, July the 29th, which was earlier this week. So the reason why we bought him was because we decided after we lost Nina that we'd probably have another dog. We weren't quite sure when or which dog it was going to be. We weren't sure whether it was even going to be another mini Schnauzer. And if I'm totally honest with you, I wasn't in a mad rush to get another dog because we'd been through quite a few traumas with Nina with her health. She was always at the vets. She had problems with her kidneys, pancreas, heart, liver, cholesterol, blood pressure, just about everything that could go wrong with a dog kept going wrong with Nina. And when we lost her, I kind of felt, I suppose, emotionally and physically and mentally drained by the whole thing. So I wasn't in a crazy rush to get another dog, although I think we decided that there would be a dog in the household. We just weren't quite sure what we were going to do. And then, of course, a few weeks ago, one of my friends I meet on the dog walks spotted Robbie on Facebook as being a puppy that hadn't been sold. He was in a litter of 4, 2 females and a brother, and they'd all been reserved or sold, and Robbie hadn't. So I made contact with the breeder, and yeah, the rest is history. So we've got this beautiful little man here. He's a very handsome chap. Still very young, quite big, I think. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I wanted to do a video called Watch Robbie Grow. Now, if you follow my YouTube channel, back in 2013-14, I did one called Watch Nina Grow, and I recorded her at 3 months and then again at 6 months. And the growth was really quite impressive, the difference really. I think he's going to be a big chap. He's got quite big feet. And so therefore it'd be really interesting to see what he looks like in kind of mid-November time, when he's about 6 months old and when he's had some proper Schnauzer haircuts. Now, miniature Schnauzers come in all sorts of colours and shades these days. Robbie is what we call salt and pepper. Sometimes they call it pepper and salt, and that's this kind of speckled grey colour. And as you can see, he's going to be a fine looking chap because he already has the beginnings here of a white moustache and beard, white markings around the eyes, little white eyebrows that are already beginning to come through, nicely folded flat ears, a long tail here which curves and arches over his back. He's also got the white legs, of course, with these pretty big paws. White chest, you can just see under there, and also a little white area around his bottom. So he's going to have all the Schnauzer markings, and I think he's going to be a really lovely looking little dog. Now, I will just say that he's actually really, really lively, full of fun little pup, as all puppies are. And at the minute, he's sitting here. He seems to have frozen, frozen because he's being recorded for some unknown reason. Usually, he's springing around all over the place, causing chaos. So he's also about to go for his morning walk. He's done very well with his toilet training. Haven't had any poo in the house. He's done all of that in the garden. We've had one little accident with his weeing. He sleeps through the night. And we only had him, only got him last Thursday, which is a week today. So bearing in mind we didn't know him a week ago, he's settling in really well. And he's a good little boy, aren't you, Robbie? So it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I brought Robbie to the park. I started bringing him here and trying to get him used to walking off the lead by my feet. But the reason I wanted to do this video was just to show you that he isn't always a kind of quivering wreck, because for some reason, whenever I get the camera out and point it at him, he seems to just freeze, which is what he was doing in the earlier video. Nina didn't really used to do that, so I just wanted to show my viewers that Robbie is actually quite a lively little chap, and doesn't just sit on the sofa nodding off. So here we go. Come on, Robbie. Come on, let's get going. Come on. Hopefully he'll carry on. Come on, this way. Good boy. We'll also give you a chance, I think, to see his profile. You can see he's got that lovely arched tail, lovely markings as well. And you can see he's quite a lively little fellow. I think some dogs just don't know what you're doing when you're videoing them, and I think they think they're being told off or something. But I didn't want the viewers to say, goodness, that Ian Bullock's bought a 12-week-old puppy and it just sits on the sofa, kind of looking really, really sheepish. So come on, Robbie, let's go this way. Come on, good boy. Robbie. Good boy. Good boy, Robbie. He's a very good boy on his walks, and he's walking really nicely with me, aren't you, Rob? I do think for a little dog that's only almost 13 weeks old, we've only had him for a week, he's done incredibly well with his toilet training, settling in, sleeping, and eating his food and all that, and doing these walks with me in the mornings. Here he goes. So we're at Danby Park at the moment, which is at Eaton Rise on the edge of South Norwich. And I've brought Nina here every morning really for the past 12 years or so, up until she died at the end of May. And I've got some video on my channel of her walking here and through the woods. So what I'm trying to do is to get Robbie used to walking with me without a lead at the moment. Come on, Robbie, good boy. Staying with me, not rushing off, not bombing off anywhere with other dogs particularly, although he is really socialising well. And yeah, he's proving to be a really fine little chap actually, aren't you, Robs? So that was us at Danby. Good boy, good boy. And we'll go back now to the video footage on the sofa where he's falling fast asleep. So I don't really know why it was, but back in 1990 when we first got Lottie, our first mini Schnauzer, we bought a female, and then after that we also bought Clara, Trudy and Nina. So I don't know why we got into this thing about buying females. And the reason why we got Robbie was because he was the last in the litter who hadn't sold, and he was male. So we thought we'd have a fresh start here in the Bullock household with a little boy. I don't know whether viewers watching this have any opinions on female and male Schnauzers. They often say that the males have bigger personalities and can be more affectionate. He's certainly an affectionate little lad, and he's doing really well with meeting other dogs on the walks and being a confident chap. So we'll have to see how we get on with him. So that's it from me at the moment with Robbie. He's 3 months old, and I'm going to record him again when he's 6 months old. And I'm hoping he's going to be a big boy, and he'll have had some proper grooming at the grooming salon, and he'll be looking more like a grown-up Schnauzer. So it's July 2025, and in a moment we'll do the big reveal with Robbie 6 months old instead of 3 months old. So it's goodbye from Ian Bullock and Robbie. Robbie, here he is. Ooh. Ian Bullock and Robbie, here in July 2025. Good boy, good boy. Hello again, viewers. Here we are. It is November the 21st. 2025, it's a Friday, and Robbie is now 6.5 months old, and I'm really hoping that you'll notice a big difference between Robbie now, November 2025, and the July video. He's a big, handsome, beautiful boy, aren't you, Robbie? As you can see, he's looking incredibly handsome. He's a really good looking Schnauzer. I could tell that really from the first time I saw one of his puppy photos when he was still available for sale, and I knew then that he was going to be a really handsome looking dog. And yeah, he's definitely grown into a real stunner, as you can see here. Now, one of the things that you'll notice about Robbie now in November, 6.5 months old, is that his colouring has changed. He's gone very dark, but his markings are really beautiful. If I just show you here his eyebrows, beard, and also the facial markings, which I think I showed you in the first video. He's got those lovely white cheeks and beautiful, handsome white eyebrows as well. And of course, these lovely long white legs. So he is definitely a really handsome chap. And I was in the city this morning, Norwich city centre, walking him around. He was wearing his little jacket. And I cannot tell you how many people came up and asked me about him, wanted to make a fuss of him. He was quite the little celebrity in Norwich city centre. And you can understand it really, because he just looks so good. And he's developed into such a handsome and lovely looking dog. And as I discussed in the previous video, obviously he still has the white Schnauzer markings on his legs. He has these very long legs. He's incredibly tall, and you'll see that in the video from the park, which I'll show you in a moment. He's very long and quite muscly as well. And yeah, he's a really sort of solidly built, athletic kind of dog. The white markings here on the chest, which I showed you in the video from July. But yeah, you'll certainly notice a difference, I hope, with this 6.5 month video. That's July to November. Okay, so we're back at the park again now. And this time, unlike July, it's November. It's extremely cold, hovering around 0 centigrade or 1 centigrade. It's very cold, but I thought I'd bring Robbie back to the park. Robbie, once again, so that you could see his shape, his movement, and his profile, really, which is quite hard when he's indoors. Robbie, come on this way. Good boy. So when I first brought Robbie to the park, I think I was being a bit ambitious because I was letting him off the lead really when he was a very young puppy. And he was getting distracted and running off with other people. So I then discovered the joys of the extending lead, which, as you can see, he's on now. And that meant I was able to sort of keep control even when he was keen to go off with other people and other dogs. Weren't you, Robbie? Robbie? Good boy. So when I bring him on his walks now, I try to let him off the lead probably for about 3/4 of the time, so that he can have a good old run around. But equally, I put him on the extending lead because he does tend to get very easily distracted because he's a young puppy. He's wearing his Equa fleece at the minute. That's his little jumper. Robbie, this way. And it's called an Equa fleece tanky. And it's in a colour called cobalt blue. Blue for a boy. And yeah, I just wanted you really to be able to see his shape and his profile. He's got a lovely Schnauzer look. Robbie, this way. Come on, this way. As I said on my July video, he's got a lovely shape and facial markings and all that. And he's just been groomed, which is why he's got his jumper on, because it's so cold today. Robbie, just stay there. Wait, wait. When I tell him to wait, he usually stops and allows me to put his lead on, which is good. Robbie, just wait. Wait. Robbie. Robbie, this way. Come on, this way. Good boy. And wait there, maybe. Good boy. Now, when I used to bring Nina to the park, I don't think I even used to bring a lead. I used to just get her out of the car and she'd just plod along for an hour and then get back in the car again. Robbie is a very different proposition. He's very energetic and boisterous and high-spirited. He's male and he's a puppy, of course. He's also very big and quite fast and athletic and muscular, very inquisitive and fearless. So Nina used to kind of plod along, whereas Robbie always wants to get into everything and meet everyone and interact with all the other dogs and people. Robbie, this way, come on. So yeah, he's a very different dog, and so the training has been quite difficult. I think for every 1,000 times I tell him to do something, on one occasion he'll listen, and the other 999 it kind of goes in one ear and out the other, doesn't it? Robbie, stay there. Stay there. Good boy. In a way, he's a very good boy, because I met a lady here the other day who said she'd got 2 dogs, and she said because when they were puppies they ran away and sort of just went off into the distance. They've been on leads all their lives, so in a way they've kind of spoilt it for themselves. So when you think that Robbie, we only got him in July and it's now November, and he is walking off the lead quite a lot of the time and usually behaving himself, I think that makes him a very good boy, really. And he has learnt a lot since he's been with me. Robbie. And he likes eating rabbit poo, of course, which they all do. Just stay there a minute, Robbie. Good boy. Let's have a little look at you. There he is. So yeah, he's really learnt a lot and he's been a good boy, but he has a habit of bombing off because he wants to play with all the other dogs, which is sort of what puppies do, isn't it, Rob? Good boy. Good boy. So the last few months since I did the first video have been quite difficult at times. Robbie's an incredibly lively little dog. I mean, he's quite tired at the moment because we've been out all day. But yeah, very lively, very much an outdoors kind of dog. Yeah, you have to be really firm with him with the training. And but I mean, I would say he's the most beautiful, affectionate, lovable dog with such a happy, sort of sunny disposition. And all he really wants to do is love everyone and be loved, which is fantastic. So that's been really lovely for us. So many people have commented over the months about how big he is. He's definitely bigger than all of our 4 other previous Schnauzers, which were all females, of course. He's probably the most affectionate, I would say, of the Schnauzers that we've had so far. And yeah, just loving and just wants to be happy all the time, which is lovely. And he's been gaining about 1 kilogram a month. I think he was 7 kilograms, 8 kilograms and 9 kilograms between August, September and October. And I'm going to be weighing him at the vet's this afternoon, so I'll give you an update on the screen in a moment as to his November weight. You're a good boy, aren't you, Robbie? Robbie, what's this? Look, good boy. Good boy. So I'm hoping from this angle you'll be able to see he is a really long-legged, lanky lad. And he is really, really fast and powerful. when he goes for his morning walks and bombs around incredibly fast with all the other dogs. One of the things, of course, that makes Robbie look so different now from July is that he's had 3 grooming sessions. The first was just a kind of puppy cut and wash. And I take him to a very nice lady called Emma at Swardston, just outside of Norwich. Blitz and Spritz is her business. And the second 2 cuts that she gave him were actually with the clippers, proper Schnauzer cuts. And that was a real transformation from puppy to a sort of more of an adult-looking Schnauzer. And he just looks so good. So I'm very pleased with the way the grooming's going. So I hope you've enjoyed watching Robbie grow between July and November 2025. I'm hoping to do an updated version in May next year for his first birthday. So if you're watching this video around about May, June onwards, 2026, just look at my channel and see if there's a birthday video, which will show him at 1 year old as well. Thank you so much for watching this video on the Ian Bullock channel. This is Ian Bullock and Robbie in Norwich, Norfolk, UK, saying goodbye, and thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on Robbie's first birthday next year, 2026.